Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good day. So untuk kuliah seterusnya, saya akan terangkan tentang root conflict analysis ataupun RCA plus dalam TRIZ method. Okay. So root conflict analysis adalah salah satu kaedah yang ada dalam TRIZ method, theory of inventive problem solving. So pada hari ini kita akan membincangkan tentang RCA plus. Okay. Alright, what is root conflict analysis? Okay, RCA plus, root conflict analysis ataupun RCA plus adalah salah satu addition kepada TRIZ tools dan technique family. So RCA plus can be used to investigate the underlying causes and their interdependencies for an observed effect, which can be visualized in a graphical way. Okay, so kita akan problemkan masalah yang kita ada tu dalam bentuk grafik. Okay, pasti saya akan tunjukkan beberapa contoh. Okay, and then several alternative known methods are Ishikawa diagram, fishbone diagram. Ishikawa diagram ataupun dipanggil fishbone diagram, root cause analysis, method of 5 whys, and the current reality trees in theory of constraint. Ini adalah metod-metod lain selain daripada RCA plus. The common drawbacks of these mentioned methods is that they do help in finding the problems, but the methods do not provide means to solve the problems. Okay. So itu bezanya RCA plus dengan metod-metod yang lain di atas. So RCA plus akan provide means ataupun membantu kita untuk menyelesaikan masalah kita dengan solution-solution yang di-trigger daripada contradiction matrix di 40 inventive principles. Okay. Okay. And then RCA plus was developed based on 3 methodologies, which are the cause-effect chains, the theory of constraints, and the TRIZ itself. So the modeling of the RCA plus is performed within the scope of 3 tasks. Okay, macam mana kita modelkan RCA plus ni adalah bergantung kepada 3 perkara. Satu, to solve a particular problem related to an individual specific product, service or process. Second, to solve a broad problem related to a whole class of products, process or service. And third, lastly, is to predict and eliminate possible failures within the system and processes. Okay. Principle of this method is to map all causal chains of causes and effects devoted to a problem, which is represented as a general negative effect. So dia akan mapkan segala faktor-faktor yang berkaitan yang menyebabkan masalah itu berlaku dan effects dia. Okay, and then the RCA plus will identify the conflicts which can further be resolved using TRIZ. Okay, daripada diagram RCA plus tu kita akan nampak mana technical contradiction yang berlaku. Dan in order to construct the RCA plus diagram, this method require our effort. So untuk kita develop, construct the RCA plus diagram ni, kita kena sentiasa bertanya, what causes this effect to occur? What causes this effect to occur? Sentiasa tanya. So by doing this, we may find all the reasons contributing to the negative effect. Okay, untuk kuliah kita, untuk subjek ini adalah flow macam mana kita lakukan penyelesaian masalah, tapi kita tidak pergi kepada yang sebelah kanan tu, which is the application of TRIZ untuk advanced TRIZ. Kita hanya akan bermula dengan, kita akan ikut yang sebelah kiri. Kita akan gunakan the Ashwin-Her matrix and then kita get the 40 inventive principle. So kita hanya perform the root conflict analysis and then kita tidak perform a value conflict mapping dalam kursus ni. So first stage adalah kita buat problem study and documentation. And then kita define the project goals, then kita perform root conflict analysis, then kita select contradiction to solve, then kita akan pergi kepada technical contradiction, kita akan apply the Ashwin-Her matrix, and then kita akan dapat 40 inventive principles triggered by the Ashwin-Her matrix, and then kita akan tengok whether problem kita solve or not, and then kita akan evaluate an idea portfolio building untuk kita punya penyelesaian masalah lah. Okay, so this is the overall process flow for problem solving. So based kepada method of RCA plus in TRIZ. So kalau you tengok, this technique is used to defining and selecting the contradiction in the problem study. Nanti awak akan tengok apa itu maksudnya problem ataupun technical contradiction. So contradiction ni bermaksud a situation when the same cause causes both positive and adverse effects. So punca yang sama menghasilkan efek positif dan juga negatif. So itu dikatakan sebagai contradiction lah. Okay, so seperti yang saya explain sebelum ni, RCA plus will be included, and the value conflict mapping kita tak akan cover lah. Okay, untuk subjek ini. Okay, right. So to identify and select the contradictions, RCA plus is divided into two flows seperti yang awak nampak tadi. The first flow is on the application of the basic trees tools, and the second flow is on the advanced trees, which is kita tak cover lah. Okay, an engineering contradiction is a condition in which an attempt to improve one parameter of a system leads to worsening impairment of another parameter. So maksud dia, bila kita improve satu parameter, ada parameter lain yang berubah dan jadi lagi teruk. Tu maksudnya berlaku engineering contradiction lah. Contoh macam kita ubah suhu, tiba-tiba speed dia jadi teruk. Macam tu lah. Okay. So it can be reflected in a positive and negative interaction between two or more components. And by using the contradiction matrix, we can see which of the 40 inventive principles are relevant to our problem. Nanti awak akan tengok apa itu contradiction matrix, apa itu 40 inventive principles. So 40 inventive principles adalah basic generalized rule that is accepted as facts, works in the same way consistently and usually followed as a basis of reasoning or explanation of the invention. Okay, macam mana dia dapat 40 inventive principles ni? Henry's Alsuher, dia dah screen 200,000 patents to find out what kind of contradiction were resolved by each invention and the way it was achieved. And then daripada 200,000 tu, he synthesized down to 40,000 patents, and then he developed a set of the 40 inventive principles. Okay, daripada potential solution yang di-trigger daripada Alsuher matrix, which are the 40 inventive principles, we need to use our brain to make it this useful one. So kita akan kena berfikir juga, tapi dengan satu guideline ataupun ilham untuk kita menyelesaikan masalah tu daripada 40 inventive principles tu. So setiap principle dia akan ada contoh-contohnya lah. Nanti saya akan explainkan selepas ini. So it is then the task of problem solvers to make use of the three solution trigger to find fruitful and detailed solution for each of their problems. Okay. So the second flow macam saya terangkan tadi, dia adalah advanced trees tools, tapi kita tidak cover dalam subjek ni. Okay. Okay, macam mana kita nak membina di RCA plus trees ataupun di RCA plus diagram. Okay, kalau kita tengok contoh kat sini, the simplest causal chain can look as follows. Okay, kalau you tengok yang atas sekali tu adalah dia punya main problem, which is the computer crashes from overheating. Okay, macam saya tanya tadi, kita kena keep asking what caused this to happen, why this happen. Okay, so dia tanya pula what caused PC to crash. Okay, benda yang menyebabkan PC crash adalah microprocessor stops functioning. Okay, tengok bila microprocessor stops functioning, the effect is computer crashes from overheating. Okay, dan dia tanya lagi, what causes the microprocessor to stop functioning? Chip's temperature is too high. Okay, so dia berkait kalau tengok daripada ni salah satu ni lah. Tapi untuk contoh ni, the degree of details presented at this diagram is slow. So we can add more specific causes to the diagram. Okay, kita tengok contoh yang seterusnya. Okay, so RCA Plus ni dia ada number of rules and checklists to perform in-depth and in-breadth analysis of a problem. So the following of the diagram, dia attempts to reveal several possible causes for overheating of the chip. To avoid complexity, we omit other causes that contribute to the problem. Kalau awak tengok dari sini, dia kembangkan lagi daripada tiga yang pertama tadi. Okay, kita tengok pula. Chip's temperature is too high. So what causes this? The overall temperature inside the PC is above allowed. What causes the overall temperature inside the PC is above allowed? Is the internal heat dissipation is too low. And then what causes the internal heat dissipation is too low is the density of the PC component is too high. Okay, kalau tengok yang seterusnya pula, dia ada tengok, dia letak relationship pula. So chip's temperature is too high also happen because of the ambient temperature in a room is above allowed, and the cooling fan does not provide effective cooling. Cooling fan. So this is N. So dua-dua ni menyebabkan chip's temperature is too high. Okay, so now this diagram presents causal relationship which contribute to the general negative effect. So you note that at the diagram there are two types of relationship. There are N and O. Okay, so thus the causes of the ambient temperature in a room is above allowed, and cooling fan does not provide effective cooling must act together to produce the negative effect, which is the chip's temperature is too high. So if any these two causes is eliminated, the negative effect will not occur. Itu maksud dia. Okay. So macam mana pula kita nak map the contradictions? How to map the contradictions? Technical and physical contradictions can be formulated on the basis of evaluating the cause-effect diagram against the positive effects which are provided by cause of negative effects. So semasa kita membangunkan the RCA plus diagram, it is important untuk mengenal pasti or investigate if there are any positive effects which are provided by the causes specified in the boxes. So daripada setiap punca tu, kita akan tengok ada positive effect ataupun ada negative effect. Kita kena daripada brainstorming kita. So certainly the condition which results in a positive effect is density of packing component is too high, because in this case we can produce compact chip based kepada masalah tadi, which is crucial for designing notebook and handheld PCs. Okay, so kita akan ada these types of causes which are satu negative, which are satu yang kita simbolkan sebagai negatif. The cause or effect only causes negative result. Dia hanya menyebabkan result yang negatif. Second, positive. The effect from a specific cause is positive. There is no need to change it. Okay, kalau kita ada positive effect daripada brainstorming kita. So usually positive causes do not exist alone inside of the chain. Otherwise there would not be negative effects resulting from them. Okay, yang ketiga kita ada combine negative and positive, which is this is the source of a contradiction. So kita labelkan sebagai plus minus. So the same cause result in both positive and negative effects. And then the last one is unchangeable, benda yang kita tak boleh ubah. So kita labelkan sebagai double negative. So a cause which not be changed or influenced to solve a problem. So ini adalah 4 jenis causes or effects dalam RCA plus diagram. Okay, sekarang kita boleh tag symbol positif, negatif and also negatif dalam kita punya diagram. Kalau awak tengok kat sini dia dah start labelkan all the causes yang dia dapat tu adalah negative effect ataupun positive effect. Okay, kalau awak tengok situ density of PC components is too high. Tapi dia ada positive effect. Positive effect dia adalah compactness. Macam yang bawah tu juga dia ada negative effect yang macam computers works in full power mode. Tapi bila dia work in full power mode, dia solving complex problem together, which is dia adalah positive effect. Okay, and then speed of the cooling fan is low. Dia bagi positive effect dia kuranglah bising, low noise. So kalau awak tengok ada plus minus, that is the technical contradiction. Density of the PC component is too high, dia ada plus minus tu, dia ada contradiction lah. Dia ada positive dan juga negative effect. Okay, ini lagi satu example macam mana dia problemkan. Masalah utama dia adalah the robot did not move or stuck on the fabrics. So dia kenal pasti 3 punca utama, which is the first one is the wheel slips, second one is the low coefficient of friction. You tengok ke sini, and then this is the wheel slips, and then the top bottom wheels disengage. Lepas tu dia kembangkan lagi kenapa ni berlaku. Kalau awak tengok kat sini dia labelkan ada negatif, ada positif, ada negatif. Negatif ni adalah unchangeable effects. So kalau awak tengok kat sini dia dah groupkan satu line. So you nampak ada plus minus kat sini. So these are the contradiction, ada positif and negatif. So poor metal clip menyebabkan low normal force, tapi pada yang sama dia easy untuk remove robot ni. So ini adalah technical contradiction yang pertama. Yang kedua, kalau awak tengok sini dia ada materials used, dia ada positif negatif. Materials used ni menyebabkan low coefficient of friction. Pada masa yang sama dia menyebabkan cost dan dia boleh membantu untuk rapid prototyping. So sini juga dia ada technical contradiction. So yang ketiga, kalau kita tengok yang kat atas ni, dia ada technical contradiction kat sini, dia kata low clamping force. Low clamping force ni menyebabkan effect dia adalah poor metal front clip, dan dia tapi positive effect dia no marks on fabrics and dia easy to remove. So kita dah classifykan 3 contradiction, which is yang pertama, the metal clip should be strong to provide a sufficiently large normal force to avoid the wheel slip, and not too large force to make it easy to be removed. So dia ada contradiction. Dia nak normal force yang besar, tapi pada masa yang sama dia nak robot ni senang untuk ditanggalkan. Yang kedua, the material used as the wheels need a high coefficient of friction to avoid the wheel slip, and not too costly and time consuming to manufacture it. So kita ada contradiction. Kita nak tayar yang tinggi high coefficient of friction, tapi kita tak nak dia terlalu mahal dan juga memakan masa untuk kita produce. Yang ketiga, Kita nak the low clamping force is not right for the front clip, but it will make the device to be easily removed and leave no marks or damage the fabric. So dia nak clamping force yang bagus, tapi pada masa yang sama dia nak make sure device tu senang untuk di remove daripada kain dan dia tidak meninggalkan kesan ataupun merosakkan kain. So kita kata contradiction lah. Okay, lepas kita buat tu, kita akan buat table what we call as the contradiction summary. So kita tengok contradiction 1, 2 dan 3. Kita letak apa dia punya punca, what is the positive effect, what is the negative effects, dekat mana perkara ni berlaku, parts pada robot tadi, and then apa dia property ataupun parameter, and then bila konflik ini berlaku. Ini table dia kalau awak tengok seperti daripada diagram yang sebelum ni lah. Okay, so the process continues with the contradiction selection. Okay, kalau awak tengok the first one C1 dan C3, dia regarding the front metal clip kepada robot ni. So this part is an essential component to provide the normal force or clamping force untuk ensure that wheels yang belah atas dan bawah dia in contact. Okay, so besides that, the metal clip also allows the automatic zipper to be easily removed from the jacket. Okay, dia sama. Kalau kita nampak kaitan antara C1 dan C3 ni, dia sama. So the second contradiction, C2, deals with the materials used for the rotating wheels. So using the rapid prototyping material, plastics, they bring benefits regarding the cost and save time for the prototyping cycle. But in the other hand, the use of the plastic which has a low coefficient of friction will not help to improve the traction. So itu adalah contradiction yang berlaku. Walaupun material tu bagus untuk rapid prototyping dan cepat, tapi dia tidak membantu untuk improve traction. Okay, so the technical contradiction defined as formed by a couple of negative effects versus positive effects. Okay, so these two effects can be directly matched against positive and negative parameters in the contradiction matrix, which is the Aussuher matrix. So meanwhile, the source of physical contradiction is described as two opposite states of a cause, which is a source of the physical contradiction. So such contradiction can be used either with the principle for physical conflict separation or ARIS. Okay, so tadi kita dah dapat 3. So kita listkan ketiga contradiction tadi. Yang pertama, the metal clip should be strong to provide sufficiently large normal force to avoid the wheel slips and not too large force to make it easy to be removed. Second, the material used as the wheels need a high coefficient of friction to avoid the wheel slip and not too costly and time consuming to manufacture it. Yang ketiga, the low clamping force is not right for the front clip, but it will make the device to be easily removed and leave no marks or damage the fabrics. Okay, so for the parameter selection untuk case yang ini, kita akan consider robot ini sebagai moving object. So moving object adalah object which can easily change position in space either on their own or as a result of external forces. So the vehicles and devices or products that designed to be portable are the basic member of this class, right? So ini adalah sedikit penerangan macam mana kita develop root conflict analysis diagram. Kalau awak tengok dia macam brainstorming. Lepas tu macam mana kita labelkan positive, negative, negative, unchangeable effects, and then the contradiction, positive and negative, the combined effects, and then bagaimana kita jadikan dia, kita summarizekan dia dalam satu table, and then kita akan nampak di mana dia berlaku, dan kita akan sampai kepada tahap macam mana kita boleh bina ayat untuk menyatakan the technical contradiction, which is kalau you tengok dalam slide ni adalah C1, C2 dan C3. Bila kita nak ubah sesuatu lain yang berlaku. Okay, so kita create that sentence. Okay, bila kita dah ada sentence ni, untuk kuliah yang seterusnya, saya akan ajar pula macam mana untuk kita gunakan technical contradiction punya sentence ni untuk kita buat analisis, dan kita gunakan Aussuher matrix untuk kita dapatkan inventive principles triggered bagi menyelesaikan masalah kita. Okay, sekian saja untuk kuliah topik ini. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.